guys, welcome back to Navitharan's InfoTube. I hope you all had your food. Where do we get our food? Do we get it on our own or do we get from some other? Let's learn that through the topic food chain. Let's learn what are the things involved in food chain. Producers. Plants are called producers because they make their own food or produce food through the process of photosynthesis. Consumers. Animals are called consumers as they cannot prepare their own food and get from the producers. There are two types in consumers. Primary consumers, mainly of herbivorous. Secondary consumers, mainly of carnivorous. Omnivorous are also considered as secondary consumers. Scavengers. The organisms that eat dead plants and animals are called scavengers. Example, eagle and vulture. Decomposers. The organisms that obtain nutrients by breaking down the remains of dead organisms are called decomposers. Example, bacteria, fungi and mushroom too. This scavenger and decomposers plays an important role in the food chain. Let's see the food chain with some examples. Plant, the producer, is eaten by the deer, which is a primary consumer. Again, this deer is eaten by the lion, which is a secondary consumer. This lion is eaten by the eagle, scavenger. Then the decomposers, mushroom, takes the nutrients and the plant gets the nutrients from the decomposers. This is how the food chain goes on. Now let's see another example for food chain. The grass is the producer here. This grass is eaten by the grasshopper, which is a primary consumer. Again, this grasshopper is eaten by the frog, which is a secondary consumer. Then the snake eats the frog. So here, snake is what type of consumer? Yes, snake is a tertiary consumer here. Then when the snake is dead, the scavenger hawk eats that. Then the decomposers gets the nutrients and the grass gets the nutrients from the decomposers. This is how here also the food chain goes on. Now let's take a quick recap on what we learned today. We learned what is producers, what is consumers and types of consumers, what is scavengers and what is decomposers. Also we learned or we know that scavengers and decomposers plays an important role in food chain. We also saw two examples of food chain. Now we know that humans are the consumers. Now this is our question time. I am going to ask you two simple questions. Which plays an important role in food chain? We learned what are the things involved in the food chain, right? In that, which plays an important role? Time's up. Answer. Scavengers and decomposers plays an important role in the food chain. 2. What are the types in consumers? I mean, how many types in the consumers and name them. Answer. Primary consumers mainly of herbivorous, secondary consumers mainly of carnivorous and tertiary consumers. Okay guys, I hope this video will be useful for you. Thank you. See you again in Navitharan's InfoTube.